Hello, everyone. I apologize for the choppy view. I've got a lot of programs running right now. But welcome to Quiltster Live. This is our live demonstration series, and today is a very exciting day because we have been working really hard over the past few months, redesigning our website and adding a ton of new features. And we just launched, like within minutes ago, we just launched the new website. So today I would like to take a little bit of time and walk you through the new site, let you check out all of the new areas. There's some really great new features that I want you to see and use and love. So let's see, I'm gonna give it I think I'll just go ahead and get started. But I wanted to just say hello really quick, and then you're not gonna see me anymore. And we're gonna take a tour of the site. But like I said, we just relaunched it. I cannot wait to show you all of the cool things. And some of you might have already seen it because it's been launched for a few minutes now. So we're gonna take a look at that together. Say hello if you just arrived and let us know where you are watching from. And I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna start looking at Quiltster. So let's go ahead. And I'm also going to do, we might color a little bit too. We're in the middle of running some updates as we speak. So I'm hoping that everything will go smoothly. This is live right now. So if you go to quiltster.com, this is what you're going to see. This is our new homepage. And on that homepage, some of the biggest changes that you're going to see, I'm just going to go right into the demonstration, the tour of our new website, so you guys can see exactly where to go for everything you need. It's pretty self-explanatory, which is one of the nice things. But I want to show you how it looks, because if you were using Quiltster yesterday and you log on today, you're going to see a completely different environment. But let's go ahead and take a look. So this is the new homepage. It looks kind of similar to the old homepage. You'll notice that the whole design is a lot lighter, it's a lot cleaner, and it's very easy to navigate. So the very first and I think the biggest change is the marketplace. So I'm just going to go ahead and click into the marketplace, and you'll notice that I'm not logged in. This is public to everyone on the internet. So everything that I am showing you right now is going to be the public view of quiltster.com. So if you're watching and you have not subscribed to Quiltster, that's okay. You can still access a lot of these things, including basically everything in the marketplace. The only thing that we are requiring a subscription for is the use of the digital quilt planner. So that's the next section we'll look at in a little bit. But right now, I'm not logged in. All of this stuff is public. So you can come in here and you can shop for quilt kits, quilt patterns, or fabrics, and you can see that, let's just go into quilt kits. This is our marketplace landing page. You can go click here, or you can just use the menu and click quilt kits, if I can spit it out. Hi, Cynthia from South Australia. Ooh, how exciting that you're here from South Australia. Yes, this is our new site. We're really excited about this. There's so many awesome new features that you guys have been asking us for a long time. And there's a whole other wave, a whole second wave of them to come. But right now, we are in the public view of the marketplace. You can come in here and search for kits. Just scroll through. You can also filter by different, whatever criteria you want to. You can even filter by quilt shops. If there's somebody that you want to patron or specific that you want to see, you can do that here. But what's really nice also, when you click into a quilt kit, you have all of the information you need. It tells you if there's only one left, then you'll know. But you also not all kits, but some of the kits will have kitting options, and that's just based on that quilt shop and what they supply. Now, if you're new here and you're not aware, everything in the marketplace is supplied by our quilt shop partners. So you place the order through us in Quiltster, and our partners at their quilt shops will actually put it together and ship it out to you. So all of this is based on quilt shop inventory. So if they have kitting options, they will tell you how you can purchase that kit. If you need the fabric only kit, if you need the kit with pattern, and there are even some kits that include an option for a kit with replacement papers, which is really cool because if you are making the quilt for a second time and you already have the instructions, you don't need to purchase the whole pattern again. So you will see that option for some of the kits. Hi Sandy, welcome. Good evening from Columbus, Ohio. Hi, welcome. I'm so glad you could come. If you are watching, please say hello in the comments. Tell us where you are from and feel free to ask me questions as we go, and I will be more than happy to answer them. So let's go ahead and add this to our cart. I can view my cart now, or you can come up here and see that something has been added to your shopping cart. And again, this is all public view. So let's go ahead, and there's a little, this is called a breadcrumb menu. I'm really excited, you guys. So I may not be speaking clearly. So you can use the breadcrumbs to navigate back to where you came from, or you can use the main menu. It really depends on how you like to navigate. So I'm going to go back to the main marketplace. And if you're just joining, this is our newly designed website. I'm currently walking you through the marketplace, which is a public platform now. You do not need to be a paying subscriber in order to access anything in the marketplace. Let's look at Quilt Patterns. Same old thing. You have your navigation, your filters here on the side. You can filter by what's on sale, by designers, by sizes, by types, and you can, or you can just kind of scroll through. You can, if you want to see what's the newest thing that has been added to Quiltster, it's already set there, but you can also filter by price. If you just want to see what's lowest to highest, highest to lowest, or if you're looking for something alphabetically, you can do that too. Very standard, but that's a new feature that we didn't have before, so I wanted to let you know that it's there. All right, so when you go into a pattern, here, let's go to the newest first. So Cosmic Shimmer. Hopefully you all saw the Free Spirit event. Free Spirit is a fabric manufacturer, and they had a special Facebook event with Judy and Judelle Niemeyer from Quiltworks, who is the designer of this quilt, and they showed this quilt. They had kits, they did a demonstration. It was great. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. Let's go ahead and click on that pattern. So if you wanted to buy this pattern, you can see that it's in stock, and you can add it to your shopping cart, which I'm going to do now. And you'll also notice on the patterns, there's a second option. You can customize your quilt. So like I said, I'm not logged in right now. This is just public access. If you want to create your own colorway and add fabric to this quilt pattern, you can go ahead and click customize, and you either need to log in to do that, or you can become a Quiltster member and subscribe, and then that will give you access to the quilt planner. So it's pretty intuitive. If you didn't want to do that, you could just click anywhere outside of here. If there are projects that customers have created with that same pattern, you can see those options here. Those are just other colorways people have made and some related products, you know, standard stuff. But that's basically what the Quilt Patterns pages look like. And then you can also go over to fabrics, and you can see which fabrics are available in the marketplace, and anything again in the marketplace is available for purchase. So if you just need to buy fabric by the yard, you can definitely do that without having to log in. And let's see, again, filters, you can click on the fabric to get a bigger image of it, to get a good look at the design. And then if you need just a couple yards, you can throw that in your cart. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So that's how that works. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cart really quick. So this is the new shopping cart. There's my kit. There's my pattern. There's my fabric. And I've got 2 yards of that at $12.99. So you can see all that in here. If you didn't want something, it's very easy to remove something from your shopping cart. Are you sure? Yep. I'm sure. Boom, done. Can adjust quantity here. I actually need 1 yard. And it'll update for you. So that's kind of standard, but again, this is all new. So let's go back to the marketplace. Does anybody have any questions about the marketplace and why it's public, or if there's anything else you can do in here? That's basically it. You're shopping. It's just a public shopping. All right. The quilt planner. So this is where you will go to access your dashboard. So if I click on it and I'm not logged in, it's gonna ask me to subscribe. It's gonna tell me a little bit about it. We're gonna update these videos with the new site, but there's enough information in here where you can see kind of what you get with your plan, and the plans have not changed. It's still $9.99 per month, and that automatically renews every 30 days, automatically. Or $99 per year, and that automatically renews every 12 months, automatically. And that one is still the best value. It equates to 2 months free versus doing this one, but you can do whatever you want. So you can select your plan and subscribe here. And one of the things that we added is you have to actually manually select it. There's no default setting anymore. So I know a lot of people will be happy about that. Okay, so let's log in and look at the quilt planner. What do you guys think? Oh wait, before we do that, let's go to the gallery. So the gallery is public, you guys. We had a portion of it that was public before, but now the entire gallery is public. So when you create a project, if you are a Quiltster member, which means you have subscribed and you're paying monthly or annually, you create a project, you can share it to the gallery. And when you do that, it will post to this page. And this is a public page. Again, I'm not logged in. This is very different. Before on Quiltster, you couldn't really see anything unless you were paying and logged in. Now you can see patterns, fabric, the gallery, the marketplace, everything, which I think makes a lot of sense, don't you? Okay, I do want to show you on the quilt planner page the pattern library and fabric stash. These are slightly different than what's in the marketplace, because if I click on pattern library, I am taken to see a list of patterns, and this is the entire pattern library, meaning it includes things I can buy, which are in the marketplace. It also includes things that I cannot buy, but things that I can color. So this is a nice view of everything in the pattern library. And you'll notice that over here on the side, there's a toggle. I can toggle over if I'm thinking, I just want to see the quilts I can buy because I want to color a pattern I can buy. You can toggle that over and this will change. You can see the items with the price are items you can buy. Hi from Montana. Hey Judelle, welcome. So it's very easy to toggle back and forth depending on what you want to see. And you can do the same thing with the fabric stash. And there's little links on that page because though these are specific to subscribers, but if you're not subscribed, you can still see what's available. So if you're thinking, gosh, I wonder if they have, let's see, let me go to collections. If I want Tula Pink Solids, if I'm wondering if that's available in Quiltster, I can easily check it and see and say, oh, okay, yeah, this is in here. Cool, that's the fabric I wanted to color with. So now you know that it is available here. Yeah, so Drudell has a good point. The things that you cannot buy, this is specific to our website. So that doesn't mean that you can't buy it somewhere else. Maybe at your local quilt shop or anywhere else really. But this is specific to what's in Quiltster, which makes sense, right? Okay, so this is just showing you the entire fabric stash. So again, filter how you want. You can add a new fabric. So let me show you this. I'm not logged in. I keep referring to that because this is new. So this is a publicly accessible page. So if I said, ooh, I want to create my own fabric, and I click this button here, it will prompt me again to log in. And if I log in, I can go ahead and continue, or I can subscribe if I haven't subscribed yet. So the same thing with adding favorites. That's something that's a member feature only. This is just showing me what is available in case I want to check that before I subscribe. And you can do that with the patterns too. And again, to access the full libraries is you go to the subscription page and there's links there. So again, the marketplace will show you only the things that are purchasable. You don't have to worry about that. You can just go ahead and shop as normal. But if you want to become a subscriber and you want to know if there's a pattern available, you can come in here to the pattern library and that will pull that up for you so you can see like, oh, I wonder if the Cosmic Shimmer is for sale. Let's see, what's one that's not for sale yet? So here, the Wishing Star expansion pattern. There's no price attached to it, so I know that it's not for sale through Quiltster. You can get it on quiltworks.com, but in our program you can't. So that's just something to, and it's nice because these are public pages. You don't have to wonder anymore. You don't have to kind of guess at what is available. It's all here. Okay? Are there any questions on the marketplace or the pattern library or the fabric stash? We all having a good time? No questions, just enjoying the view. Okay, so let's go ahead and log in. If you're just joining, we are taking a quick tour of our newly designed website at quiltster.com. And the biggest change is that the marketplace and the gallery are publicly accessible pages. So I'm going to go ahead and log in so you can see what happens when you become a member. So immediately I'm taken to the dashboard. The quilt planner is highlighted because that is where I'm at right now. This is where I'm going to be navigating from. And if you notice over here, I have a mini menu for the quilt planner. And this is all stuff that should be familiar to our subscribers. It just looks a little different. So you're going to need to get used to that. We have My Projects, Pattern Library, and Fabric Stash. And those are the two things we just looked at. But again, this is the entire Pattern Library and Fabric Stash. So let's go ahead. This is if you want to create a new project, you just click right here at the top. Create Project. That takes you to the Pattern Library where you can select a pattern. Sometimes there will be a featured pattern here. This is a new one from Quiltworks. So if you want to color that specific pattern, you can click this button here. And then you have your projects, which is all of your projects that you personally have created. So you are the only one who can see these projects. Nobody else can see these. This only is visible to you, the creator. So this is in your account. So it'll have a history here. And again, you'll be prompted to create a new project if that's what you want to do. So let's go ahead and do that. And today, again, all the same filters. You can also search by type. So if you just want to look at mixer patterns, you can do that. And you'll get all the mixer pattern templates, options here. These are options, not the templates. These are the patterns. If you don't want that, I did want to show you really quick. When you select something, a little tag will show up at the top that says mixer patterns to let you know what you filtered by, so you don't have to scroll down and look. especially if you have, you know, a couple different filters going at the same time. You can just come up here and X them out, and then it'll refilter for you. See, anybody have anything in the comments? No. Okay, so let's color the Cosmic Shimmer. So you can see that it's for sale, and I can tell because there's a price here. If I just wanted to color something that was for sale, I could click this little button and turn it on, and it shows you up here, showing only products I can buy. Products I can buy. So that's important if that's something that you are looking for. And you'll see here's all the products you can buy. So let's click into there. And you'll get a little option. You can just add the pattern to your cart and buy it. Let's do that. I'm going to do that. Or you can customize it. So I'm going to customize it. And because I'm logged in, let me go ahead and expand my screen actually. Sorry about that, guys. Because I'm logged in, I will get the template options page. So we have the option to color a blank pattern, or I can use a pre-colored template and I can customize it to add fabric of my choice. So let's go ahead and do the blank one. And again, this is just like the old program, just looks different. We need to name our project. So let's do Quiltster Live. Create project. And this will take you into the project editor. And this is where we are going to have a little bit of fun. And we're going to add fabric to this pattern and see if we like it. And that's kind of the beginning. This is the whole heart of Quiltster right here, is being able to see a realistic version of your pattern. So this is the new project editor. And in this screen, there are some really fun updates that are just going to make your socks roll up and down. It's just really exciting. I'm really excited about it. I want you guys to be really excited about it. So let's actually put a little bit of fabric in here so that I can show you exactly what's going on new with these buttons over here. Now, actually, I'm going to hold off on that. Okay, so let's edit this. I'm going to click on, for those of you who are not familiar with Quiltster, the way that you edit a quilt, if I hover over this project, it is going to, I'm not clicking on anything, I'm just hovering. It's going to highlight all of the different block groups one at a time. So this quilt, if I hover over the center, these 8 blocks equal 1 block group. This one, these 8 blocks are 1 block group. Oops. These 8 blocks are 1 block group. These 4 blocks are 1 block group. And these 4 blocks are 1 block group. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 block groups on this pattern. So in order to edit it, I need to select one of those. So I'm going to start in the center and I'm going to click on that. And that, excuse me, when you activate one, it will show in this striped hashed pattern to let you know that that is the block group that has been activated and that is what you are about to color. So I'm going to go ahead and click the edit button down here at the bottom. And it opens up the block editor. So inside the block editor, this is where you can kind of get really creative and you can filter. I'm going to show you all the new stuff. So immediately, one of the sections in the block that I've chosen is activated. So that is the piece that the fabric will add to once I choose a fabric. But first I want to show you up here, fabrics and block. There are 4 sections in this block, and if I click on this, it changes what is activated. So it shows you up here, and these are all labeled along with the pattern, so you can see exactly where you're working. So you can either click on these to activate something different, or you can click on the space itself. It doesn't matter. Whatever is easiest to you. I find that using these boxes up here under fabrics in block is much more sufficient when I'm on my smartphone because the spaces are much smaller. But otherwise, I typically just click in here. So let's go ahead and look at the filters. You'll notice that the filters are collapsed, and I have an option to use products I can buy or not. So this is one of the major changes, you guys. This is really important. This was one of the biggest asks that we've gotten since we've launched the marketplace is, can I use my own fabrics along with marketplace fabrics? And now the answer is yes. You can use any combination of fabrics you want in a project. So you are not limited anymore, but I want to show you what it looks like. So you need to pay attention to this up here. If you're wondering what's going on, just see if you are in the fabric stash or in marketplace fabrics. So let's open the filters. Right now it is off, which means I am accessing the entire fabric stash, purchasable and non-purchasable. It is mixed up. It is all mixed in here, okay? So if you wanted to, you could go to My Fabrics, and it will load anything that you have personally uploaded into the system, and you can pop some in. This is not going to be a very beautiful quilt at first because I want to show you guys exactly some very specific features, but bear with me, okay? So let's go ahead and pop those in. All right, so I used My Fabrics in those two spaces. Now if I go to My Favorites is a collection of fabric from the main fabric stash that I have clicked the little heart on to tell it that I love it. So these are the only ones that I feel like I really love. So I'm going to go ahead and use My Favorites. And My Favorites can either be purchasable or non-purchasable. It doesn't really distinguish. You're just telling it that you really like that fabric. So I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to put this in here, okay? And actually, yeah. And now what I want to do is I want to go to purchasable. What I like to do, you don't have to do this, what I like to do is I like to clear the filters between every new search. But that's not required, but just something that if that's how you like to use things too, you can keep that in mind. I'm going to toggle this over. Toggle. Now products I can buy. So now it's showing only things that I can buy. So let's go ahead and you'll notice that the drop downs, they're a little bit more limited, again, because it's only going to show you options for things that are available for purchase. So you can just toggle through, find, let's see, let's just go by the boutique, and it will reset everything. And if you want to get even further down and just do, you don't have to do all the filters too. If you already know the name of the collection, you can just toggle to the collection right away. That's fine. And say, I want to use some boutique basics. Okay, there we go. So let's throw in a couple of these purchasable fabrics. All right, now you'll notice one of the biggest changes, and this is really important for a lot of our avid users, our current members, and for our new subscribers too, is that you'll notice that there is a button. The only option you have down here is to save and close. You don't have to choose whether to save your project and whether to close your project, because every time you make this change, so every time I click this, it's going to automatically save my project. I no longer have to double save over here. It just tells you that it's saved. Is anybody else jumping up and down with excitement right now? You will not lose your project. You don't have to remember to go back and double save. Can I get a high five? Can I get a heart? Can I get a like on that? Can I get something? Because that is huge. That, I think, will save a lot of worry and concern. You don't have to remember to do that, okay? So that's it. My project is saved. So now let's look at the details. And this is also where it's going to be really helpful. So the details panel has completely been revised. So it has this little side view, and let me walk you through it. This is the name of my project. If I want to edit it, there's a little pencil here that I can click to edit that name. Okay. Go back into details. That's great. Thank you, Sim. Cynthia. I thought so too. I think if you're a really avid user, you're going to love that because you don't have to remember to do that. Okay. Image of your project. Now, the pattern is called Cosmic Shimmer, and it is available for purchase. And there's a little green shopping cart. Woohoo! The quilt top, which refers to everything that you can see, hear, and color, is 21% complete. Well, clearly I've missed, I only did one, so yes. This is really handy, you guys, on quilts where there's little pieces everywhere and you miss one spot and it looks like you can't find it anywhere. This is really helpful to come in here. I actually, when I was testing this, I created a project, I missed a spot, and I thought, oh, I'm only 95% complete? Oh no, I missed something. So you can go back and find that. And then it tells you 2 of the 4 fabrics used are available for purchase. Woohoo! 2 of the 4 fabrics are not, but those were my fabrics and I already know that, so that's okay. And then if you need backing, I haven't chosen that yet, and binding, I haven't chosen that yet either. So you can see all of that here. Okay, so this is a really helpful panel because especially if you're using a mixture of Fabric Stash, Marketplace, My Favorites, and you're just not sure how much of your project you can buy, if that's something that you're looking to do, you can easily see that in this panel. Okay? Any questions on that? Okay. Lost count of how many times, oh, Cynthia, lost count of how many times she forgot to save before closing when she first started. Yes, I completely, yes, that was not an uncommon thing. So you are not alone in that. So now it will automatically save. It also automatically saves, guys, when you use this toolbar down here. If you sync something, rotate something, immediately it will just automatically save it. And you'll see this little saved timestamp update as you do that. So you know that everything you're doing, you're not going to lose your project. So that, I think, is one of the biggest improvements on this screen here. So, okay, so we got our details panel. The yardage chart looks a little different too. You still have your by fabric and by block view. And do you guys see how you can tell what is purchasable and what is not? I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that? You'll have your by fabric and you can look at it by block, and there's little block labels here for you. Just like last time, except you have your inch strips, you have a total actual inches conversion here, which is nice because then you'll know exactly the actual amount that you're looking for. So you've got all that in here. You can, you'll see there's a little green shopping cart next to the swatches that are available for purchase, and there's nothing next to the ones that are not. So that's really easy too. That kind of helps you figure out, yeah, the shopping cart, exactly. You are on it, Cynthia. 20 people. You're the only one who got that. Congratulations. Okay, so we're gonna add backing and binding. Same as before, just looks a little different. So here's the filters again. Toggle over to products you can buy. So this is pulling in the last search that I did in the project, as you can see, Island Boutique, but you can filter around to anything you want. So if you want something you can buy, you can just toggle there, and or you can use a fabric that has already been used in your quilt. Very easy at the top. You can just click on one of those guys and it adds it. Backing, add binding, binding, boom. Shopping cart, backing, binding, yardage, inches, everything is happy and good. Awesome. Print page. Print page is totally separate now, so it doesn't look exactly like the yardage chart. Picture of your project, okay? The name of your project. Got a print button here. So if you actually want to physically print it, you can still do that. And something to note, when you're printing your project, if you want to see either the by fabric or by block list, just toggle over to that one before you go to your print preview, and that will print that view up for you. So in this one, I did not toggle over. I just did by fabric. So there it is by fabric, okay? And if I wanted to print it by block, you just toggle over there, and then it'll print this view so you can see by block. It really depends on what you're wanting to see. And then if you want to share, oops, I clicked the wrong button. I clicked print again. I don't want to print again. If you wanted to share it, here I'll show you what it looks like. So here's the share link. This is a little button you're going to see throughout our website. And you click the share link and it says copy. That's all it is. You just click it once, and then if you go, you can email that to somebody, you can post it, you can email it to a quilt shop if you're working with them to buy what you need. They can click on it, and instead of getting a page that is just by itself, which is how it used to be, they'll get an actual URL website link to our website. Okay, so they can see your project, your yardage chart, and then they can toggle around to all the public places you can see. So that's actually really nice because it kind of helps them feel like it's part of the program. Let's see, Tammy says, hi Tammy. Okay, so there have been times I made changes I didn't like. Thankfully, I didn't have to save and was able to go back to my previous colorway. Am I out of luck now because I have to save and close? Oh, when you're in the block editor, if you make changes you didn't like, hi! Thankfully didn't have to save and was able to go back out of my previous colorway. You are not totally out of luck. Right now, yeah, the only option is to save and close. If you make changes that you don't like and you want to go back, one of our future updates for the second round is going to be an undo button, but we didn't, that wasn't part of this launch. So right now you do have to save and close all at the same time. I hope that answers your question. Am I out of luck? You could also do save as, and do a second project, and then make changes that way. But I hear what you're saying. Hold on a second. I'm making a quick note. Okay. Got it. Undo it. Yeah, it's not here yet, but it will be soon. That is something that we have already in the works. It's literally already in the works, so I'm really excited about that one too, because that's another feature that you guys have been asking for. Okay, so once I have added fabric, I'm gonna pretend like this is finished. You can share it to the gallery. I might as well just go ahead and show you some other quick features in here. Let's go ahead and do products you can buy. Let's do Free Spirit. See what Free Spirit has available for purchase. What collections? Pinkerville and Zuma. Wow, I just love this collection. So let's color this really quickly. I do want to show you guys one thing. So I'm going to go ahead and color these. Let's color them. Pinkerville, Zuma. Yeah. I think I'll go back to Pinkerville. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to color these guys here. And we're going to do this crazy blue, purple and blue. One feature that we are currently working on, and I want to show you the workaround. Should only be a couple days, but for those of you who like to use the unlock feature, this is going to be important for you. So, oops, I missed a spot. Keep talking and coloring at the same time. I can't do it. Okay, so let's color that like that. Okay. If you're going to be using the unlock feature in the next couple days, you need to know the workaround, because that is one of the features that we are actively updating right now as this live is happening. So let me show you. I'm going to go ahead and unlock this. And what that means for those of you who are new, when I have this in the locked state, I'm going to click on this block group, and you'll notice that all 8 of these pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, are in that hashed, that striped fashion. I've activated the entire group. If I only want to activate a few of those, I have to unlock it and manually select which ones I want to activate. You can only work in one group at a time, so I'm going to activate these 4, which means I want to color those 4, and we're going to make those ones pink. So I'm going to go ahead, and you'll notice it may or may not do it. Let's see. I'm going to make these pink. That works beautifully. Pink, pink, pink. And we'll make this one pink as well. Oh, that works beautifully. Save. Now let's do these ones. I'm going to color these 4. So this is a nice feature if you want to get a little creative with your quilt colors. Let's make this one green. Why not? That's pretty. Okay, so you kind of get the idea. Okay, so I don't know if you see this. This is a bug that is actively being worked on, and I want to point it out to you guys so you can see it. So all 4 of these should be matching right now. But you'll notice that I colored this middle section green. I'm going to color this one green. And these ones did not change. Do you see that? That is a bug. That is a known bug. We are working on that. But let me show you how to correct that on your own. So you can do exactly this. Don't let it deter you. Go ahead and save and close. And then all you need to do is leave it in the unlocked position. Click on, we want to sync those blocks. So this is where the sync function can come in as a little bit of a band-aid for this, is you want to click first on the block that you want all the other blocks to match. So I'm going to click on this green one, and now I'm going to click the rest that didn't color correctly, and I'm going to click sync, and it will sync them to that one that I did. So that is the workaround. Does that make sense to everybody? And again, this should only be a couple days, and then it'll be fixed on its own, and you won't have to worry about it anymore, hopefully by the end of today, but it might be a couple days. But that is the fix in case you run into it, okay? So just keep that in mind. And I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that one more time. In a new block, we're going to color. I'm actually going to go ahead and color this as if I'm doing it for real, so y'all can see. Does anybody have any questions about that undo bug that is currently residing in our program? Please don't hesitate to ask. I'll do pink. Pink, pink, pink. See, it works fine. It's only when you're in the unlocked state. So you don't have to worry about it. If you don't use unlocked, you're not going to run into it. It's fine. But if I unlock it, that's when that happens. So again, click on the ones that you want to color. So I'm just going to do these, and we're gonna flip it. And I'm going to pull this up so you can see. So I'm coloring this one, this one, this one, and this one should all match as I color. Real time. So you can see the other block isn't following suit. Do you guys see that? And then, yeah, definitely, Cynthia. Glad you showed us the fix in case we're playing. Yeah, definitely want to show you that we know about it. It's being worked on, and there's a fix in it. A little bit annoying, I know, but you can definitely address it as you go. So let's I'm just going to make this really obvious here. There we go. Okay, and make that pink. Different pink. All right, so I'm gonna make it green so it's really obvious to see. Okay, so you can see these ones did not, it stopped, it got tired, it got bored. It didn't want to do it anymore. But don't worry. Again, leave it in unlocked. Click on the one that you want the correct colorway, and then click on the other ones, and then click sync, and you're good. Okay, so that is the bug, that is the workaround. So you can go ahead and continue coloring your whole quilt. When you're ready, you can look at details to make sure that you've finished the entire quilt. 56% complete. You can see what's purchasable, what's not. That's great. And when you're ready, if you need to make any changes, it's really easy to, here, let me actually show you that. So if I'm going to color this with a fabric stash fabric, which means it is not available for purchase. And it's going to reset that for me. I'm going to clear the filters because that's how I roll. And it'll reset all these. So let's go to, I'm just going to filter a collection. Let's go to Tonga Jewels Amethyst. And what I want to show you is how it looks in your shopping cart and how you can change this to a purchasable fabric if that's what you are looking to do. So let's just make that purple, and we'll make this another purple. Sweet. Okay, save and close. Okay, so in your details, it'll show you exactly that you now have a bunch of different fabric in here. Marketplace fabrics, those are ones you can buy. My fabrics, those are ones you personally uploaded into the system. Fabric stash, this is our entire fabric stash. 2 of them are not purchasable, and I know because I just added those. But if you thought, oh no, I didn't mean to do that, I want to buy this whole kit, you can click here to edit your fabrics. You can do 2 things. 1, you can just go back in and change them if you know where they are. 2, you can click edit fabrics and it pulls up your yardage chart. So again, here you'll see that these 2 fabrics at the top do not have a shopping cart by them. So you can click on this dark purple, toggle over to Marketplace or products I can buy, find a dark purple that you want. So this one is purchasable, so I'm going to click on that. Boom, and it replaces it so you can see right away if you like it or not in the same view. And you can do the same thing for the light purple one. And let's clear the filters. You might have to toggle back because it resets this when you clear filters. Yeah, so I'm going to toggle back to purchasable and find me a cinnaberry. That sounds like purplish, reddish colors. Oh, bright red. Woo. Well, let's just for demo, let's do this. We're going to click this red. Whew, look at that quilt, guys. Are you impressed? Okay, so now there's little shopping carts. I'm going to go ahead and add this to my cart. And it's going to show me again, in case I didn't look at my details, it's going to say, hey, just FYI, 2 of the fabrics are not purchasable, but that's okay because I already have them at home. Those are my fabrics. So I'm okay with those not being purchasable. I just need to buy the other 10 fabrics. Okay, and this tells you over here what has been added to your cart. 1 pattern, the quilt top fabrics, 10 of those, not those, the backing, and then I need to set binding. But let's say I already have that and I don't need that. And this is telling me that my project is not complete. And we know that because I actively didn't, please see, I can continue editing and close. I didn't fill in these blocks. So it tells me like, oh no, you need to finish it. So that's fine. So let's go ahead and add it to the cart. Let's pretend like that's exactly what we wanted. But you get a nice full review there. And that's necessary now because you can use multiple types of fabric. If you're just coloring it because you want to practice or because you just want to use all your fabrics or you don't need to purchase it, it might still be nice to know, but that's really okay. That's really okay if you're just coloring. Let's see, Charlotte says, my screen was blurry. Is there now a written list where you can pull up fabrics by color across all collections? Yes, we still have the color chooser, and I'll show that to you in just a second. Here, let me refresh this page. So previously what we had in the fabric stash was a color wheel. And we still have the color wheel, but it looks a little different. And I don't know if you guys saw that when I was showing you the fabric stash. I did not demo it, but the option was there. So, ooh, look, tells you how much time you have left, which is helpful. Guys, in some of the bigger quilts, like Valley Blossoms, Garden Wall, is that what it's called? Especially if it has applique, it's going to take a little bit longer to load, not too much longer, but now you know how much time you have left, which is always good. So let me show you, Charlotte, let me show you the color picker. I'm going to clear my filters. Just check that box off. And you'll see here it says colors. This is another filter option. Okay. So I can click in here and filter by black or white or any of these colors here. So if you're looking for a purple, you can click on that and it'll give you results in that range that you might be interested in. Okay? So you can always do it that way as well. And it tells you here which color you have filtered. So then if you layer on filters, it'll keep layering those, so you can click these little tags here to delete that if you don't need that anymore. Was that what you were asking? Does that answer your question, Charlotte? Let me know in the comments. That option is available in all 3 fabric stashes. So this one, which lives in the block editor, the one that is in the yardage chart. So if I were to click on this pink, this fabric stash, it's there too. All of the filters, as well as the main fabric stash and the marketplace, I believe. So there's actually 4 now. So there's that. Does anybody have any questions about the new features in here? I'm going to go ahead and share this. Great, much broader range of colors. Yeah, there, and we're also going to enhance that even more to add neutrals. So you'll be able to filter for like champagne and browns and things of this nature that I really love those colors, golds and whatnot. So those are coming as well, but you can still filter by those if you want. So I'm going to go ahead and share. And it tells me that I'm going to share my project to the public gallery. So you can go ahead and do that. And that's all it does, is it shares it to the gallery. And then you can either click on this link to view it. If I want to go to the gallery, I can tell my friends, which I highly encourage you guys to do. If you publish anything to the gallery, share it on Facebook. Tell people that you're finished and have them go look at it. Pinterest, you can send people a link. Or you can unpublish it, which I'm going to do because that is hideous. And we do not want people to look at that. Okay, so unpublish it, very easy to do. Visit your gallery page or share it, and it's all right there. So that is pretty much a very similar process, except now we are, you can share it much easier. Great, much broader range of colors. Yes, yes, yes. One of the things I do want to show you, still thinking, is you can still save as. So what that is, I'm not going to do a full demo on that right now, but basically you can save this project, rename it, and it makes a duplicate. So you can, it actually makes a duplicate so you have actually 2 versions of your project. And you can still click save here, but it's already saved. Okay. Can you deal? Can you deal? Yes? Maybe? All right, guys. Do you guys have any questions about the project editor specifically? Any of the features that I just showed you? Can you delete projects? Yes. Yes, you can. And I'm going to let this load. Okay, let's go. There's a main menu. This will take you back to everywhere. So let's go to My Projects. Under My Projects, every project has a project card. And again, your projects, you are the only ones who can see it. And you can see which ones are shared. It has a little flag. It also tells you which ones are purchased if you've done that. There's a little menu here. Do you see that 3-dot menu? That's what you need to manage your Here, let's go over to this pretty one. I can look at the print view and go to the print page. This one is already shared, as you can see up here. So I can copy the share link or unshare it. I can duplicate it, or I can rename it, or I can delete it. Delete project, are you sure? No, I don't want to, so I'm going to go ahead and click the X. Let's delete this one. Delete. Delete project now. Once it's deleted, it's gone, guys. Okay? So just make sure that you really want to do that, because once it's deleted, it's deleted. But there you go. That's how you delete it. Very, very simple. Create a new project. You can go to the pattern library here. And again, this is our entire pattern library for subscribers. And you can toggle between marketplace, purchasable, and the entire. So if you look, some of these have prices. Those are the ones that you can buy. The ones that don't have prices are not available for purchase through quiltster.com, but they can probably be found at the designer's website or our quilt shop. If that's something that you need, I would highly recommend reaching out to your local quilt shop or the designer themselves. And you can see that in here. It'll tell you. Not available for purchase. But you can color it if you already have it or whatnot. You can definitely still customize it, okay? So that is pretty much here. Let's go to the gallery. This is public, so here's all of the beautiful projects that you guys have made. And you can see those. And let me show you what one. Ooh, this is cool. Who's Pamela M? Is Pamela M here? I like this. So let's click on one. And it kind of looks like an art gallery page, which was intentional. It has a nice big image of the quilt. It has the project name, who created the colorway. You can share anybody's project. So I did not make this project, but I can share it on Facebook when I click this button. I encourage you, if you see something you like, share it. Let people know that you like it. And that feels really good to the person who made it. People can get ideas for quilts. You can pin it on your board, which I highly recommend. Have a Quiltster board and just start pinning projects. Or you can share the link and say, look what someone did. And it will take them to this page. If you want to create your own colorway, it tells you which pattern it is. This is all new. So you can see and you can make your own colorway by clicking here. And it takes you right to that pattern. Can't buy it, but I can color it. And you can choose your template and move forward. Okay, so a lot more options, a lot more ways to get around the site with or without an account. And I do want to show you guys too the account page. This is all new. So let me just quickly show you. You can update your own plan. You can do it all by yourself. You don't need me anymore. And in the old site, you had to email me in order to make any changes to your account. You don't have to do that anymore. You can completely manage Quiltster your own by yourself without anybody looking over your shoulder, without waiting, nothing. So if you want to cancel it, you can cancel it. If you want to change your plan from monthly to annual or annual to monthly, you can do that all by yourself at that click of a button. And it tells you right here what's going to happen with your payments. So so you always know how much and when, okay? So let me show you. So my current subscription is annual. I'm going to change, and it's going to take me to the options of what I can change it to, which right now are just the monthly and annual. We may have more options coming, but right now here's what I already have. It tells me that's my current plan. I want to go to monthly. So the thing with downgrading your account, you guys, okay, this is great. Same credit card. I've read and agreed to the terms and conditions. Start my subscription. Thanks for signing up. Okay, so this, when you're downgrading, what happens is you still need to finish out your existing commitment, okay? So I'm on the annual plan. So once this ends, then it will renew at the lower rate. Does that make sense to everybody? Your subscription will change to premium, which should say monthly, on April 27th, 2021 for $9.99. So this is when my current annual plan ends. But it's telling me that when that happens, it'll renew for 10 bucks. That's what I want. Perfect. Okay? And you can also cancel your plan. And if you do that, it will tell you your subscription has been canceled and will close on April 27th, 2021. So again, you still write out the rest of your current commitment because you've already paid for it. You know, we don't want you to lose money. You've already paid for it. So at the end of the year, you can use it all the way through till next April, and then it's just going to close, and you're not going to be able to access it anymore. So that's how that works. I want to keep my plan, so I'm going to keep it. Click Keep Plan, boom, and it updates everything that I need to know. So it still tells me I still have changed my plan. You can see that here. So are there any questions on managing your own subscription? That's how that works. You can update your display name. You can change it here. This is Deb. That's what I chose. Deborah B. I'm going to save that. Okay. And you can see that here has changed. This is your name. You can update your name, which I would recommend you do. I'm going to do that. Okay. Because it just pulls from your email address, your email login, and then your password. If you want to change that, you can do that here as well. So lots of stuff. You can see all your orders. You can view your order details. If you order a downloadable pattern, this is where you can download it. You will get an email confirmation. That's not what's in this order. This was a test order. But if I were to have ordered a downloadable pattern, you come into the order, you open it up, and there will be a file for you to download. And it just lives there, okay? And then you can download it. You can change your shipping address or add a new one. You can change your payment method or add a new one, and you can log out. Okay? That is basically it. That's the new Quiltster. What do you guys think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts, questions, emotions? I'm really excited, you guys. I hope that you like it. Please, as our avid users, we launched, within hours ago at midday today. So if you see anything funky, feel free to email us. If you have any questions or just need some help, if you're just getting started and you've never colored before, I'm going to be redoing all of our tutorials on the new site, and I will start posting those. So keep an eye out for those. And I will put those on our blog. They will be on our YouTube page. They will be posted on Facebook. They're going to be everywhere. But please do let me know your thoughts. We have a lot more upgrades coming, if you can believe it or not. At some point, we just had to, make a decision to stop and launch or continue with adding all the stuff. So we decided to launch it and then do a second wave of updates with new features. It's not really updates, they're new features, like the undo button. And there's a lot of other little things that just will help make the whole experience clean and smooth. And I highly encourage you to come in here if you're looking for a new project. Please check out our quilt kits. We have a lot of new kits in there, and our sellers, our quilt shop partners, are actively creating more over the weekend to post for you guys. So if there's something that you see, like these tea time placemats, snag those up before they're gone. We have a couple left. The Desert Sky Tula. We have lots of different designers in here, as well as quilt shops. If you want to patron, somebody specific, let's see what Always Quilting has to offer. This is from the quilt shop Always Quilting, and you can see that up here. You can also see that here. That's who's created these kits for you. Oh, look at that. Yes, yummy. Oh, it's so beautiful. So they've got 2 left of those. Snap those up. Fabric only. Oh, here's a great example. Fabric only kit with replacement papers, or the kit with patterns. So depending on what you need, some of our shops, depending on their inventory, are able to post options for you. So if you already have the pattern, you've already made one, and you just need replacement papers, no need to spend that extra money. Just grab this one, okay? You can add that to your cart. And then share with your friends. And then look at related products, okay? Does anybody have any questions? I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. I've been talking for an hour. I need to go get something to drink. I will be doing more lives, so keep an eye out. We have a 4-day weekend coming up starting tomorrow, but I will be around. So if you guys need assistance, you have questions, I will be here for you over the weekend. So please feel free. Message us on Quiltster Support Network on Facebook. Email us at info@quiltster.com, and I will be here to support you, to answer your questions, to just say hello and have a chat if that's what you need. And I will be here to do that for you, okay? Thank you, guys. I don't see any questions. So I will be back for sure with a live next week. I'm probably going to pop on this weekend for a little bit, so keep an eye out for that. But keep those questions coming. Please, if you create a project, share it to the gallery and share it on Facebook. I want to see what you guys are creating in the new system. Make sure to tag Quiltster. You can also hashtag Quiltster, but tagging us shows us. Make sure that when you share projects that you make your posts public, because some people have private accounts, and so if you post something, we're not going to see it. But just make that single post a public post, and then we'll be able to see it, okay? Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining me. Please play around with Quiltster. info@quiltster.com, Quiltster Support Network on Facebook. I will see you in a couple days. Have a great weekend. Good night.